There's lots of different types of placements on offer. Some of the ones are, if I just kind of go through a few, there's relief care, which is often people perhaps who work full-time in the week may want to offer relief, and that's where you perhaps offer care once a month for a young person who's already with a foster carer, just to give them a bit of a break. Short-term fostering is a bit longer, that can be sort of up to about 6 months. Long-term fostering, that again is when perhaps for slightly older children who aren't able to go back home and they need to live with a carer until they're 18, but then they're not going to be adopted or that kind of thing. So there's that kind of provision. Some of the other ones we've got something called short breaks, and that's often for children with disabilities. So perhaps they're living with a carer or their family who kind of just need that break once a month. So that's a little bit more specialist. Another placement we have is parent and baby placements, and that's often that'll be for about a period of 12 weeks. And they will live in your house. So you might often get quite a young parent who's coming to live in the home with a new baby, and your role as a foster carer would be to kind of support them and help them to develop routines and help them to kind of perhaps help them to learn to cook, to budget their money. It's just kind of being in the home to mirror kind of that positive behaviour and just help support them. So yeah, that's a few of them. And some of the need out there, so we've had a campaign at the minute where we've been trying to recruit more foster carers for teenagers in particular, and we've had a really good campaign. There's been quite a lot of good feedback, so that's a real need, because sometimes teenagers can be more difficult to place, because I think sometimes people are a little bit wary, but again we kind of support you and equip you with those skills to do that. Sibling groups, that's a really important one. Often we'll get young children who come into care and they're in a group, they might be in 3 or 4, and we don't want to split siblings up ever. So it's really important to try and find carers who are able to offer that provision, might have the additional space or time, so that we can make sure a sibling group stays together. And I think most recently it's been in the news about refugee and unaccompanied asylum seeking children. So again, if they arrive in the UK without an adult, we have a duty to kind of care for them. So we're specifically looking for that as well, carers who might be able to provide that.